Multiple enemies spotted. Bye bye, race.
No more. Shockdart. Standing ahead.
Reloading.
Enemy down.
Last player standing.
Shockdart.
One enemy remaining.
Never give up. Shockdart.
Sicuri chi lo sta.
Defeated. Shockdart.
Finish.
One enemy remaining.
That wall.
Revealing
She's
area.
dead, she's dead.
Last hookah.
Oh, lineups.
Hello hunters and welcome to my channel. On the map are the double Shockdart spots that I use on the map bind. Let's get started. These shocks will kill the player holding from lamp entrance. Lock yourself into this doorframe corner and for the first arrow, put the line between the drone and shock icon on this edge like this with a 2 charge.
Revealing area.
Then drag down until the line reaches this dark spot like this and do a 1 charge.
Revealing area.
I usually use this lineup at the beginning of the round when pushing A to kill the player holding from lamps. These shocks will kill the player holding showers. Jump on this ledge and go into the right corner, and for the first arrow, line up your right diamond on this leaf space like this and 2 charge. Then drag down and put it right under it like this with a 1 charge.
Revealing area.
Both arrows together will look like this.
Shockdart.
These shocks will kill the player holding behind triple box. Go into the left corner of the ledge and line up the little curved line your drone with this dark line and do a 2 charge.
Scanning ahead.
Then drag down until your right diamond bites into the leaf tip like this with a 1 charge.
Scanning ahead.
Both arrows together.
Shockdart.
Use these shocks to kill the player defusing default A. Go into the right corner of the ledge and aim at this tip of the leaf with a 1 charge.
Revealing area.
Then drag straight down until you reach this dark part and 1 tap.
Scanning ahead.
Use these shocks as soon as you hear the defuse sound.
No more.
Another variation from the left side, jump on this barrel and look at this pipe wheel and put the left HUD under it like this with a 2 charge.
Revealing area.
And for the second one, wait 1 second and aim just under this brown spot of the painting on the wall and do a 2 bounce 2 charge.
Scanning ahead.
Both shocks will look like this.
Shockdart.
These shocks will kill the player defusing on triple box plant. Go to the left corner near the crates and for the first arrow look at the middle bar above and line up the middle of the right hotline on the corner like this with a 2 charge.
Scanning ahead.
Then drag down until your left diamond left tip touches this antenna and do a 1 charge.
Revealing area.
Both arrows should look like this and you are not seen if the enemy peeks from showers.
Shockdart.
These shocks will kill the player hiding in cubby on B side. Go into this corner between the portal and the box, and for the first arrow, look at the last weight stripe on the wall and put your left hotline on it where the shadow stops with a 2 charge.
Scanning ahead.
Then drag down and put it under this rust line on the bottom left of the wall and do a 1 bounce 1 tap.
Revealing area. Revealing area.
In order for both arrows to land at the same time, wait until the first one reaches the gap in the clouds, then shoot the second.
Shockdart.
Use this lineup only when your team secured Hookah and is looking to push on site.
More to oppose us.
If you're B long, go into this corner and look at this heart-shaped spot above the portal, then put the left tip of the left diamond under it like this, 1 bounce full charge.
Scanning ahead.
For the next one, aim to the right of this wall shape forming a 90-degree angle, 1 bounce 2 charge.
Revealing area.
Both arrows together should look like this.
Shockdart.
These shocks will kill the player holding behind box in B. Go into this corner and put your right hotline on top of this white spot with a 2 charge.
Revealing area.
Then drag it down to the bottom of this rust stripe and do a 1 charge.
Scanning ahead.
Again, make sure Hookah is secured before using it so you don't get killed. When pushing B long, these shocks will kill the player peeking from this spot. Go into the corner near the portal and for the first lineup, put the dot under the drone bar on the right corner of this wall shape and do a 2 charge.
Revealing area.
Then drag down on this flower graffiti and put the left ear of the drone icon in the gap like this with a 1 charge.
Scanning ahead.
Use these shocks and immediately challenge that player to bait him.
Shockdart.
These shocks will kill the player defusing default B. Go in the same corner and for the first lineup, put your left hotline on this dark corner in the left with a 2 charge.
Scanning ahead.
Then drag down until your line between drone and shock icon gets in this shape and touches the dark square and do a 1 charge.
Revealing area.
These shocks will kill anyone pushing short A. From this corner near spawn, line up your right hotline end with this middle dot on the right and do a 1 charge.
Revealing area.
Then drag straight down and put your right diamond left tip in this corner of the building like this and 1 tap.
Scanning ahead.
Use these shocks when you know enemies are rushing A.
Shockdart. That is cold, friend.
These shocks will kill the player attempting to plant default A. Lock yourself between these barrels and for the first arrow, put your right hotline end under this brick and do a 2 charge.
Revealing area.
Then drag down until your left hotline end reaches the middle of this line on the wall and do a 1 charge.
Scanning ahead.
Use these shocks to predict a default plant in A. If you are in sight from this corner, look at the yellow spot near the letter A and put the charge bar corner on top of it like this with a 1 charge.
Revealing area.
Then for the second one, aim between these two windows like this and do a 1 bounce 1 charge.
Scanning ahead.
Do this lineup as soon as you hear the plant sound.
Shockdart.
If the enemies are faking a B push and go right into the portal to plant triple on A, go between these barrels and for the first shock dart, look under the crane on the dark side and put your right hotline end under it like this and do a 2 charge.
Scanning ahead.
Then look at the wall near these dark bars and aim just to the right of them like this with a 2 bounce 2 charge.
Revealing area.
If you are holding B and the enemies take portal, make sure you're reacting fast to get a kill while they plant by positioning yourself as close to the spawn as possible.
Trick shot.
These shocks will kill the players on B long near the orb. Going to this corner in elbow, look at this lighter spot on the leaves and put the right tip of your shock dart icon on it like this with a 2 charge.
Revealing area.
Then drag down until the line between drone and shock icon touches this corner here and do a 1 charge.
Revealing area.
You can use this lineup when the enemies are pressuring long B.
Shockdart. No more to oppose us.
These shocks will kill the player planting default B. If you're rotating from A going to this corner near the traffic cones, look at this triangle here and put the tip of your knife inside the bottom corner of it like this, 1 bounce and full charge. Switch between your arrows and your weapons if the knife disappears.
Scanning ahead.
And for the second arrow, turn and look at this line on the vents between the first and the second from the top and put the right part of the inner charge bar on top of it like this. 1 bounce 2 charge.
Scanning ahead.
This is by far the hardest lineup I found, and although there are easier ones, I use these the most when I'm holding A and the enemies are pushing B, or when the enemies take portal from A to predict a plant kill. These shocks will kill the players in short B picking Hookah. Go into this corner, look at this dark edge on the wall and put your right diamond under it like this with a 2 charge.
Revealing area.
Then drag down until the right diamond gets under the last cable like this and do a 1 charge.
Scanning ahead.
I use this lineup after my recon in short spots enemies. Thank you for watching, make sure to like and subscribe for more awesome videos like this, and also follow my Twitch channel to see the lineups in action, and I'll see you in the next video, hunters.